Okay, now welcome back to the final instalment of our catch-up with British Talent Cup rider Lucas Brown. I know this has been a bit long-winded, but we had a lot to get through, and trying to keep the attention span of a 15-year-old going, I know from my own experience, from my own, takes some work. So well done for hanging in there, Lucas. Right, okay, we've just been speaking about the highs of the highs of the double rostrum at Silverstone at MotoGP. The most recent round has been at Thruxton last weekend. I know it didn't quite go according to plan, but tell us a bit about how that went.
Not great, you know. It was unfortunate, really, actually, because we had a fair bit of pace going into the weekend. Started from practice, I think second, then FP2 third, and then I qualified fourth. So there was pace there, you know. Felt comfortable. Felt like I could run the front times. But just didn't get the luck in the races.
Okay, so I think you qualified in P4, didn't you? So it was a good qualifying session. So race one, I know it didn't quite go according to plan. Fast right hand corner. I think from your report you said, was it 8-8?
Yeah, 10-8.
Obviously, being an airfield, it can be quite windy there, and it whips across a bit. And you ended up grass tracking a little bit.
Yeah, I just caught like a bump, and a bit of wind took me as well. Basically just at the wrong time. And then at that point, you're just a passenger, and then just ended up on the grass.
I think we called it squeaky bum time.
Yeah, ended up on the grass, stayed upright, and then I think rejoined in just under the last by about 5 seconds. And then the comeback was on, and then I made it to, I think, 15th, and sort of got stuck a little bit. The person in front of me I couldn't really catch, but
so I mean, to make your way up from 29th, 30th place up to 15th, that's still not bad going. And at the end of the day, it's still a point, which it's better to score a point than no points.
Yeah.
And you moved on to race two.
So in race two we ended up I think it was 6th on the grid after the race one lap times. So we ended up going off from the start, and into turn one I sort of got trapped a little bit. There was like sort of riders in front to my outside and my inside, so I had to sort of roll off a little bit, and then I ended up basically dropping back through the pack, and then I ended up in the second group, and ended up sort of leading that and trying to pull them along. But I think I definitely showed that I had more pace than that whole group, and I just couldn't quite catch the leaders. They had a bit of a gap before I could even get there.
And I think you ended up in P6, didn't you, at that race? So again though, I know not ideally where you wanted to be, but it's still a solid point scoring ride.
Yeah.
And to come out with points from both races, it solidified your position in 5th. I think the rider behind you in 6th gained a couple of points on you.
Yeah.
But it's damage limitation, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know. So like next we have Alton and then Donington. So hopefully we can have a good round at Donington and then Alton as well.
So 2 more rounds to go. So it's 4 races. Both circuits you like?
Yeah, Alton's not a bad circuit for me, and then obviously Donington, first podium. So
yeah. Is it on the national circuit or the full length at Donington?
I'm not sure, because it was meant to be national, and then they said full length, but then I've heard otherwise. I'm not sure at the moment.
We'll see what happens when you turn up on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on in the interim now? Because obviously you've basically got a month between rounds. I know you've been keeping yourself going on the Fag Supermotos, and you've been keeping yourself fairly bike fit. You've been training, and you've been having a couple of trips out to the sunshine.
So I've been out in Spain working with Carl Smith, and been training out there hard, doing a couple of weeks over there.
Now for the people that might be listening that don't know, Kyle is a British racer based out in Spain. He grew up in Spain, literally. He actually grew up just up the hill from where my parents live, and he has had masses of experience, hasn't he, in Moto2, World Superbike, World Supersport, British Championship. I think he's a European 600 Supersport 600 champion in 2019, I think. So he's got a massive experience behind him. And how are you finding working with Carl?
Yeah, it's really good. You know, he's an I say ex-racer. He's still racing now, but he's sort of, I think, coming to the end of his career, so it's quite good because sort of he's already been there and done that, so all the experience that he has I can sort of pick up and learn from.
Well, it's like the Jedi Master and the Jedi, yeah, learning from each other. Well, brilliant. Well, as I say, Kyle, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. I know I reached out to you a bit off the cuff one day at a football match out in Calpay, and you kindly got back to me, and well, the work you're doing is really appreciated, and you're really helping develop this young rider along, so thank you very much, mate. Obviously, your sponsors keep you going as well. Any thanks that you want to put out there?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Amphibian Scaffolding, Amphibian Apparel, Whiz Racing, Aratech, Rock Oil, NGK Spark Plugs, Facelift Home Improvements, Coverwell, Crawley Boxing Club, Muck Junkie Bike Cleaner, Helmet City, MotoGusto, and SP25 Racing.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. That's the last part of our catch up for now, and we'll catch up again after Alton Park. Thank you very much.